Well, long time no speak, beautiful people. I thought it was about time I gave you an update. And I perhaps haven't picked the best day to do it because today's not been great. But onwards and upwards. What can I tell you? A lot has happened since we last spoke. Obviously, I told you about me breaking up with my ex. That was back in October 2020. So over a year ago now. And yeah, obviously I got into my little business the end of last year. That seemed to be a very short-lived interest for me, bit of an ADHD trait, because that's something else that I've kind of discovered about myself, is that I do have ADHD. And I'm not surprised. I always had an inkling, but I've learned a lot more about it and can't believe how many boxes I tick. It's incredible. And how it was never picked up sooner. You know, I don't know if any of you have read up on it and, you know, found out a bit of what it entails as an adult, and how it can present itself. I know for me, it's just been uncanny. I'm almost textbook, and how no one suspected or said anything during my, childhood years or growing up is beyond me. But anyway, I'm not on medication or anything for it. I'm not sure if I'm going to go down that route or not. But yes, what can I tell you? One thing I have done is I completely stopped my Venlafaxine. I didn't feel the dose I was on, I was always told, was non-therapeutic and that it was all in my head. I think it was helping with my PMT, but I just thought, for all the side effects that I'm getting, do I really want to continue? So I decided no, I didn't want to continue. So I was on the lowest possible dose anyway, so I didn't really have to taper as such. I was on 37.5 once a day, so I just stopped one day. I just stopped taking it, and I obviously still went through a sort of a withdrawal phase, because despite it being a very minimal dose, your body is still used to getting that dose every single day. And so I did have some problems with my eyesight, my vision. As soon as I moved my head, it was like my eyes would wobble. It was almost like there was a delay. You turn your head and it feels like your vision takes a second to sort of catch up. And that went on for over 2 weeks, but it did lessen each day. So yeah, and also that meant that I got my libido back, which was a blessing. And it also meant that I'm no longer constipated, which is hallelujah, because I've been plagued with constipation for the bulk of my life. So even though I am still taking the Pregabalin, again, I've lowered my dose. I think I did that when I last spoke to you. I'm on 75 milligrams once a day. So I'm not seem to be having too many problems with that causing constipation. I would say I still slightly have a dry mouth, not hideously so. The Venlafaxine definitely just dried up everything. Dry eyes, dry mouth, constipation. It just seems to, absorb all the water in your body. I'm not a fan of the drug. So I'm no longer constipated. However, the downsides have been I am having a bit of a flare-up of my IBS. That seems to have returned. So now, obviously, when the nerves kick in, it will affect my stomach. So I'm willing to put up with that for now, because today has not been a good day for that. But for now, I'm staying off the Venlafaxine. It's been a few months now, and I don't feel I want to. I'm not going to go racing back to it just because of a little blip. I can also cry now, which is nice. I have emotions. I'm just having a little drink. yeah, I have emotions. I can cry. I can actually cry not just at films, but I can cry for myself. Not that I do it a lot, because I am still emotionally void. I don't know. It's a trait that over the years has just become part of my personality, where I'm sort of emotionally unavailable. Yeah, not available, my emotions. Hang on, the dog wants to go out. Right, back again. Where was I? Yeah, IBS, that's not fun. And I would say my anxiety is slightly increased because of the time of year. Many of you might know and remember that I do not like Christmas. It's not my favourite time of year. It does tend to make me anxious and sad, and I think it's quite a lonely time of year for a lot of people. But I'm going to try and make the most of it, make the best of it. I have just celebrated my birthday. Yay, that was fun. Not. Are birthdays fun when you get past, 30? No, I don't think they are. I did have a relationship. I did have a brief relationship with someone, and we are still friends, which is good because we do seem to understand each other very well. So I'm glad that we can be mature about things and stay friends, and we talk every day, which is lovely because I don't really want to talk to anyone else. I am still in hermit mode because of lockdown. Obviously we all had to stay indoors and stay at home, and to begin with it was kind of fun. Everyone was making banana bread and doing Zoom chats with their friends and group chats and all of that, and then it all kind of died off. And although we're not officially in a lockdown now, there's still very much the COVID scare. And now we've got the new variant, haven't we, to worry about, which is marvellous. That's sarcasm, by the way. So yeah, I found myself isolating myself probably more than I needed to, and I'm seeing very little of anybody. I've almost lost my tolerance for other people and socializing, and I just can't seem to snap out of it. I wish I could just sort of get back into the swing of things, but it's not happening so far. It's not happening at the moment. So I don't know how the Christmas period is going to go. Genuinely not looking forward to it. Not even sure how I'm spending it at the moment. It could be that I will have one son and have Christmas Day here, just the two of us. I might have both of them, I don't know yet. But all in all, I've been coping quite well. I say that, but I wonder if it's just because I haven't had to face many things. I have avoided because I've been allowed to avoid. And one thing that I will say I am failing miserably at is taking care of my body and myself, because I am doing no exercise at the moment, and I go to sleep. My sleep pattern, my circadian rhythm is well and truly up the spout. I go to sleep generally anywhere between sort of 4 and 6 in the morning, which means obviously then I don't get up until about anywhere between 12 and 1:30. And for most people, they think, oh, well, they're halfway through the day and they're in the second half of their day. Well, that's the start of my day. So, yeah, I don't really know my arse from my elbow a lot of the time. I'm trying to keep on top of the house. I did briefly, get into being house proud again and caring for the house, and I've redone the lounge, and I've been painting all the skirting and doors and everything upstairs because I'm having new carpets fitted. I've also got a new car courtesy of my dad, and yeah, that's kind of fallen by the wayside just in the last week or so because I just haven't felt 100%. and the weight is starting to fall off me, and I know that's when I'm not happy. You know, my anxiety burns off calories. I'm not eating particularly well. I'm having one meal a day. I have an evening meal and that's it. So I should really get on top of all these things, but where do you find the motivation? You know, I should be exercising, I should be getting early nights, I should be getting up earlier, I should be eating better. When there's just me to spur me on, it's hard to push myself, because I've got the other half of my brain going, well, what's the point? Why are you worried? What does it matter if you go to bed at 5 in the morning? Who are you affecting? No one. And I'm not. But at the same time, it is quite lonely, because I am spending 99% of my time alone, and nobody, bar my ex that I still talk to, nobody knows how I spend my days and how I live and what's going on with me. I don't particularly want to share it with anyone because I'm embarrassed. They probably think, well, Christ, get a grip, you know. But there you go. I haven't. But again, I wonder how much of this is ADHD. I don't know. You know, I have hobbies that I will fixate on for a certain amount of time, and then before you know it, boom, the dopamine stops, interest is lost, and I will literally drop it like a hot potato, gone, never to be picked up again. And I've done it with exercise before, where I've thought, yeah, I'm going to get into it and I'm going to do it, and I'll do it religiously, and then something will happen, and then I just won't, and then I'll just stop, and that's the end of it. But yeah, I don't know how I'm going to wrap this up. It's all seems a bit doom and gloom and very matter of fact. And I think it's because I'm, again, hiding emotions and trying not to be woe is me, you know, because there's a lot of people worse off than I am. So hopefully my next update, I will be getting a grip slightly more, and I will be looking after myself a bit more, and things will be going a bit better, I hope. But I hope everything's good with all of you. For those of you who inquired as to where I was and what was going on and whether I was okay, thank you. I do appreciate it, and I do read your comments. And yeah, I'm okay, I'm here. And I promise to make more regular updates from now on. Okay, take care, speak soon.